time on the Pantless podcast. Oh, and look, Travis is even more beautiful than he was before.
When my brain's not working, I make weird noises. Retro movie.
I'm excited about this one.
I will never do that again.
Welcome to the Pantless podcast. And now your hosts, Austin and Travis. Take it away, guys.
Whales! And then he said, oh, hey there, welcome to the Pantless podcast.
Hey guys.
Episode, camera's over here. Three whole episodes.
Yeah, I'm
This
excited.
is over here is Austin. I'm Travis.
Yes.
And let's get into the shenanigans.
Let's get into it. So,
Let's get into it.
we are going to. This is Friday, normal recording day, but because yesterday was Thanksgiving and the football games were yesterday that we picked, we had to record our NFL picks of the week a day early. So we have a pre-recorded segment that we will go ahead and jump into and let you guys see right now.
NFL Picks of the Week.
Thank you, future Austin. Here's our picks for the week. Now, we're pre-recording this on a Wednesday due to the Thanksgiving games. We will be picking all three Thanksgiving games. We've got Washington and Dallas, Houston and Detroit, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, and then we're going to do one more. We're going to do a college game, and we picked it randomly. We're going to do Stanford and Cal, because why not? They're both horrible.
I love it. Oh, that is awesome.
So,
Go back to. I just want to look at it real fast. What did it say? They have Cal by 1.5. That is amazing.
1.5, an over or under of 52, which
Wow.
I think is awfully generous, but
Wow. Love it. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. Excited.
so I'm going to go and come on now. I'm going to go ahead and just auto pick this here. You want Washington as well, right?
No. No. I'm going for my boys. They're taking this.
All right.
They're taking this. They're going to take lead of the division.
Yeah, this is actually for the head of the division. The winner of this game will have a straight path to the playoffs,
Yep.
which is crazy.
It's crazy. I love it.
I actually just looked at this over under, even though I set this up 2 days ago. I'm struggling with this over under. I am gonna go with an under
Are you?
on this one. What do you think?
You know, I think that's a good number. I'm gonna go over. I think it'll be barely over. I'm thinking it'll probably be like 40.
That's a low number for an over under, and I'm probably wrong there. I will probably lose a point on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it over. So we'll see.
I think you're right, but I want to take the under because I think it might be defensive.
Yeah, we'll see. But both of their defenses suck. So but their offenses are terrible too.
I don't agree with that. Washington's defense is good. Our front line is stout, and they're going to tear Dalton up. So,
is Andy Dalton back?
yeah, we're going to knock the red right off that head. All right, he's going to have white hair when we're done with him.
All right.
So, but all right, next game,
Next
Houston and Detroit.
It's another
pick
bad. This is another bad game. I'm going to go with Houston in this game for sure.
All right,
Deshaun Watson, I think he's just gonna go crazy. Oh, and you're picking Detroit.
you don't bet against Detroit on Thanksgiving, sir.
Oh, I do.
I don't. I've learned my lesson on that one. Detroit is almost unbeatable at home on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but this is Rona season. It's not the same.
I know,
It's not the
but
same.
Detroit, they will show up with they'll probably show up with those retro uniforms. You know, the solid gray helmet with the solid blue shirt. And I'll have to fact check this later, but I don't think they've lost in those uniforms on Thanksgiving.
Interesting. It's an interesting stat. I would love to know if it's true.
I'll have to check it. And they might not be coming with those uniforms. I may be completely wrong. So, over under 51.5.
51.5. I think I'm going to take the under. I'm going to take the under on this one. I don't think they're going to score that many. Houston might score in the 30s, but I think Detroit will.
I think it'll go well over 51.5. I don't know why it's 51.5. I think that's a stupid number, but
I don't know. It's hard to pay out when somebody gets it exactly right.
I guess. Because if it's 51, then you lose it. If it's 52, then you get it, I guess.
Oh, see, I would think if you got it right, then you would win it. Oh, I guess I see. It would be over or under 51. So if it gets 51, then everybody loses.
Yeah.
And that would make people angry if everybody lost.
But the Washington Dallas is 46, so I don't know. All right, next game.
Right.
Ravens against the unbeaten Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Ooh. You pick first.
I think I'm going to go with the Ravens. I think the final unbeaten goes down this week.
You know,
I think
I hate to do this, but I agree. I think the Ravens. The last time they played, it was really close, and Big Ben is not at 100%. I think the Ravens take them this time.
Yeah, I don't think the Ravens drop 2 to Pittsburgh.
No.
All right,
over under.
That's a low. I'm already thinking. I'm going over.
I'm gonna go over also. I think the Ravens are gonna put up some points. I don't know what the Steelers are gonna do, but I'm pretty sure the Steelers score at least 20 and the Ravens will score at least 30. So
yeah. The Ravens aren't holding Pittsburgh under 30, and I don't think the Ravens score. I mean, one of them is probably going to score 45.5.
45
on their own.
What if they scored 45.5? Like, we don't know how this happened, but the Ravens have scored 45.5 points. It's like they hit Big Ben so hard that like half of his body gets in the end zone, and the other half is like on the half-yard line.
All right. I didn't get the graphics for this one, so I'm just going to type in.
Okay, yeah, they suck. They don't deserve graphics.
I put this together like 20 minutes ago, so I really didn't feel like searching for it. So, see here. We're only in agreement on that game. So, what do you think? I'll let you pick first. Stanford or Cal?
I am going to go with. I don't know. I don't know anything about either of these teams, but I'll go with. I'm going to go with Stanford, just because I think Andrew Luck will pull something out this time. He's a pretty good quarterback.
I just got to be contradictory. I'm going Cal on this one. I have my reasons.
All right.
And this is gonna go over.
You think it's going to go over?
That's a college game. College games go.
Yeah, but it's two terrible Pac-12 teams. I'm going to take the
But
under
I
on
doubt-
this one.
I have a feeling that neither one of them have a defense because Pac-12 is not known for defense. Or they're well known for their high-flying offenses.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can see that rationale. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, no.
So,
And this is based going, on absolutely nothing because I haven't even seen a score from either of these teams to know if they've ever even scored more than 2 points. So
I don't know. So there's the picks for the week.
look at that. We got some. We are different on everything. Teams and over-unders on every game except the Ravens Steelers,
Heck
which
yeah.
we picked the same team and the same over-under. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be a good one.
That's the only game going in that, well, other than the Washington Dallas game. This is the only game that I knew what I was going to pick.
The Ravens Steelers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't like the Steelers, so
Oh, so then
I'm gonna
it's
pick
easy.
against them.
It's easy for you to pick Baltimore.
yeah.
Well, good.
So
deal.
all right. So back to you guys.
Yeah, to the future us from the past, and we're back to the future.
Those some great picks, guys.
Yeah.
Great picks.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it, man.
I don't.
If only past you knew how those games were going to go, you would have made those picks.
I
think
missed
I
one.
came out worse.
I missed one. So, and as you
You're
know,
not wrong.
I don't know if you noticed,
But-
but the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game did not happen. It got pushed back multiple times. It's now Tuesday, pending testing. So that game might not even happen.
Thought last I looked, it was playing Sunday.
Oh no, it's been pushed back. It's been pushed back.
Pushed
to
again?
Yeah, it got pushed back to Tuesday now.
Okay, so here's my question to you now. Is there a different game that you would like to change that pick to?
Not really. I'm comfortable being.
Oh, no, you're right.
I'm comfortable having a 2-point lead. So I don't want to do anything that would give you a chance to come back, sir. Because that pick, we're tied. Unless we just went exactly the same season, guaranteed a tie. I'm keeping my pick.
Let me see what games are available to even.
We could always go.
ESPN.
We could always look at Philly. Who's Philly? They play Monday night against. Who do they play? Somebody that's going to beat them.
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle.
They're hosting Seattle.
So they'll probably lose that game. But if they win, they will then leapfrog Washington for the lead in the division.
That can't happen.
So
We can't let that happen.
So yeah, that
Because I may have only got
East.
one game right this week. I may have only got one game right this week, but I got the game that counted.
Gosh, yeah, kind of hurts my heart a little bit. Ugh.
We
Yeah.
2-0 Dallas this season. We
Ugh.
could lose every game the rest of the season.
Ugh.
Happy.
Ugh. Can't. No. Not cool.
How about that fourth quarter?
Oh, gross. And you know what was added salt to the wound was I played my mother-in-law in our fantasy football league this week, and she had Gibson as her running back. And he ran for 125 yards and had 3 touchdowns, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go throw up right now. Between Dallas losing, Travis beating me in this pick, and then my mother-in-law stomping me in the first game of the week.
I saw a stat right before we started. Did you know that Gibson is only the second rookie ever to have 100 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns on Thanksgiving? You want to know who the other player to do it was?
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders. Heck yeah.
That's pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive.
He's now I'm gonna have to look up that stat, see if I can find it again. Because
then I also saw a
he's
stat
also
where he was the first rookie to have 3 touchdowns against Dallas. Or no, he's the second ever behind Randy Moss. Randy Moss did it back in the day to Dallas as a rookie.
So it was the first rookie with three touchdowns on Thanksgiving since Randy Moss in '98. First running back with 3 touchdowns and 100 yards rushing on Thanksgiving since Barry Sanders.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, '97.
So now dropping AD doesn't look like such a bad idea.
Man, he looked good in that Detroit game, though. He was running until they decided to pull him off the field and put that younger kid in, and they started losing.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
80's old. He needs to hang it up.
He probably won't, though.
No. And then we had the Stanford-Cal game. That was exciting. That was everything that it was supposed to be.
I guess. I don't really know.
It came down to a blocked extra point. I was so mad when Cal got that touchdown, and I was like, well, this is probably going to send it to overtime, and if there's 4 more points scored, then I'm not getting that over-under. So it's like somebody has to either kick a field goal and finish it, or I'm screwed. And then they blocked that extra point, and I was like, yeah.
See, I was watching that game, and then the wife's like, let's watch The Mandalorian. So I started watching that. And as the episode went off, I come over, and I just in time to watch the blocked field goal on the game end. I'm like, that sucks.
I loved it. But speaking of The Mandalorian, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about The Mandalorian. So if you haven't, what episode was this? 4 or 5? I don't know, whatever it was
5.
this week.
This was episode 5.
It was a 5. If you haven't seen it, skip ahead a little bit and come back. But
yeah, it was. I was worried with the way they're. I knew that we knew Ahsoka was going to be coming into this season. I didn't expect her so early. I thought it was going to be a season finale drop, but they dropped the name of another character that I think will come in at the end, and I'm forgetting his name all of a sudden.
The master to the magistrate,
Commander Thrawn.
See, I don't know who that is.
He was.
Is he also from the animated series?
No, he came in. He has some novels that he was in. There were some books that really explained him, and I'd never read those, and I didn't get that far through it. But I did read the Ahsoka novel, which explained her quite a bit. So that's why I was excited about this. Super excited. Rosario Dawson playing Ahsoka was great.
Yeah,
I don't know if you noticed that.
Well, I've seen clips of. I've never watched the animated series, but I actually recognize the character just because I've seen her, on whatever, whether it be like little clips or toys or whatever. So I was like, oh yeah, she looked good.
Her running the dual silver lightsabers was awesome.
That was so awesome.
Found out Baby Yoda's name.
Yes. I was kind of hoping that the mystery would go on, so I don't know how I feel about that yet. I gotta figure that out. It might take a couple weeks to see how I feel.
I was joking with the wife, and the name is actually, if you take Grookey, the starter from Sword and Shield, and Goku, it's Groku or Grokey or something like that. Goki or
this is Grogu.
Grogu, something like that.
Grogu.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because Ahsoka? She said that she'd only ever known one other. Yoda was the only other person from that species. But wasn't there a female Yoda species thing on the council back in the day when she would have been a Padawan?
She probably never met that God, I can't remember her name. I'm gonna have to look that up. So there's only been, before Baby Yoda, there's only been 3 of that species ever in any of the Okay, so there's only 2 in canon. The
Mhm.
third one got removed from canon when the new movies came out. Because if you played
It
the
was
Knights of the Old
canon?
Republic, it was canon before Disney took over. Uh, there was a gray-skinned, I can't remember his name. He was in the Knights of the Old Republic. He was the head of the Dantooine Council and wasn't in the game much. And then there was the female. I'm looking it up now. I'm trying to see. You ready for this name?
I'm ready.
Yaddle.
Yaddle. All right.
Her name was Yaddle.
Yaddle.
And
so,
she was only seen briefly, I think, in episode 1.
So are we going to learn that Grogu is the offspring of Yoda and Yaddle?
Possibly.
Would that be something?
Very possible. Because she did mention that he was being trained in the temple on Coruscant. So that's
That was
possible.
during the Clone Wars, right? That's what she said.
Yes. Right around the Clone Wars, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this season's going to end. I'm going to laugh if they bring Luke in for some reason, but I think he's cut off from the Force at this point. So even if the little baby gets to that stone and projects, I don't think Luke could actually sense that because he's cut off at this point. He severs his tie with the Force after certain events at this time. Maybe.
So this takes place between episodes 6 and 7. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
So I don't know, because there's a 30-year gap between 6 and 7, which seems like there should be more of a gap there, but that's about all there is. And I don't know where Luke would be, because he was training new Jedi, and that's when Ben betrays him, or he betrays Ben. Ben goes off to the First Order. So I don't know if Kylo Ren is already being trained at this point, or if we're still many, many years away from the First Order even rising at this point. They're very vague with their timelines.
Right.
Because all they mentioned was, one episode ago, the Death Star being destroyed and the destruction of, and I dropped the name of that planet, the one that Alderaan, because the Marshal is from Alderaan. So it's after the second Death Star was destroyed.
Too soon.
Beyond that, really don't know. Next topic.
Next topic. Do we want to jump into our movie review? Are you set up for that?
Hey, man. I'm ready for you.
Okay. Now this is I'm not sure how retro our retro movie review, how strict you want to be, or if you're just like, man, as long as it's a movie. Because I realize that I don't have a whole lot of movies like I used to. But if we're ready,
Pandemic.
Retro movie review.
you might. I'm debating. You might not appreciate this pick, but
Hey,
so
I'm with you.
okay.
What you got?
Stomp the Yard.
Hard.
So
Right. Okay.
yeah.
That's not Homecoming, is it?
No, this is the original, the first in the series, Stomp the Yard,
Okay.
with
Okay.
Chris Brown, and I don't know who's all in this. But I'll read the back of the box while you're pulling up Stomp the Yard. our little synopsis.
Oh,
DJ.
That's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Not really. No.
It's my wife's favorite movie. She got so mad. She's like, I grabbed the movie. She goes, "You are not going to be talking about my movie." I was like, yeah, we are. She's like, "You better not." So we'll see.
I've seen that all of none.
It's actually
So-
pretty good. I've seen it a few times. It's one of those movies that we own, but if it's on TV, my wife's like, "We have to watch this." I'm like, "We own the movie. Why didn't you watch it before? Why are we watching it now that it's on TV? That doesn't make sense. I hate commercials." But DJ, an amazing underground street dancer, hasn't been in college for a day before he's entranced by the lovely April. Working as a gardener to pay the bills, DJ doesn't fit in with the wealthier students around campus. But one thing does catch his attention: the rival fraternity competitions known as stomping. With April's help, DJ learns about the legacy and heritage behind the fraternities and decides to join up. Now, part of an official step ground, DJ must balance rehearsals, work, and school, while at the same time winning the heart of the girl of his dreams. With the National Step Championship drawing closer, DJ must learn to stop dancing as an individual and to start stepping as a team. Whew. Wow, it's pretty deep right there.
Chill down my arm.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's just jump into the Common Sense Media website
All right.
right off the bat. Well-intentioned film sets up the melodrama.
Ooh.
That's just a shortened down version of what you just read.
Yeah.
I mean, we said the same thing here.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll get into this here in a minute, but I want to read the first paragraph of what parents need to know, because I was pre-reading this while you were reading that.
Okay.
You ready for this? This cracks me up. Parents need to know that this film's second scene is violent, then sad. A fight between groups of boys featuring hectic editing and aggressive camera work ends when the main character's brother is shot and killed.
Spoiler alert.
Bloody wound is visible.
Bloody wound is visible.
I just love how the film's second scene is violent.
And then sad.
sad. That cracked me up. I'm sorry.
I love Common Sense Media. They're awesome.
I need to look this more often. All right. So this is all positive messages not present. What?
Ooh, snap.
Protagonist is initially aggressive, then both chastened and frustrated by his brother's murder. Aggressive competition between fraternity steppers, very positive and welcome affirmation of African American historical legacies. Doing the right thing by his girl wins honor for the hero in the end.
See, that doesn't sound too bad,
But
but
it says that,
it's not present.
but it's not present.
No.
But
Hmm.
gets a 3 out of 5 in violence.
We see a dude get murdered.
Early scene shows the murder of the protagonist's brother by gunshot. Bloody, upsetting. Stepping routines are aggressive. One team uses a live snake to show potency. Another
OMG.
wears wolf masks and costumes. Parents and caregivers set violence limits for your kids. Ooh.
Like, edit out all scenes with snakes. That's way too violent. And you better not wear a wolf mask. Oof. Terrifying.
Sex is not present, but there's a paragraph talking about it. Several scenes feature college-age students dancing provocatively in clubs and competitions, with girls wearing midriff, cleavage-bearing outfits. Sexual connection between characters, romantic slow dance, leads to a kiss on the dance floor. DJ makes fun of his own flirting with April by making kiss noises in the library. Is DJ the main character?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Start of their sexual relationship is signaled by their entering his dorm room and him shutting the door on the camera. Handsome, well-toned step team gets jogging in slow motion. Sweaty and shirtless. Couple does homework in underwear and t-shirts. This is an edgy movie, Austin.
I don't even remember that.
Can't
I've seen
believe-
that a whole bunch. They're wearing
God,
underwears and
can't believe-
t-shirts doing homework. Interesting.
This I'm not gonna let my kids watch this movie, Austin. Language gets a 3 out of 5.
Hmm.
Wow.
Some bad words.
Yeah. Some slang words.
Oh,
I'm not gonna read this. Here, hold on.
it's. Oh no, are you gonna share it?
I'm gonna share it with you over the chat.
Okay. I mean, we probably shouldn't. If it's obviously if it's certain words will get us immediately canceled. So
Hold on. No, this will be just to you individually. No groups.
okay, that one I think you could share that. I think you can share that with the crew. But
So
anyway,
parents be warned.
there's bad words.
Yeah, bad words.
There's bad words.
None that are socially acceptable.
Right.
Consumerism not present. But let's read. Oh, Coca-Cola logos. Film is set in Atlanta. MTV News. Sway covers and narrates the final competition. Parents be warned. It's set in Atlanta, which I don't know what that means.
They don't know how to drive in the snow.
I guess. I don't know who Sway is, but I mean,
I don't know either.
sounds like it needed to be in. All right.
I think he was that guy with the
drinking
dreads
drugs.
back in the day. Do you remember? Did you ever watch MTV?
Only for the music videos.
You're gonna make me go
You know,
back.
remember
and
when
watch
they
this
played
movie.
music videos?
Oh, I remember.
Make sure your kids aren't watching.
Right.
So, drinking, drugs, and smoking, 3 out of 5. Drinking beer shots and other liquor. In clubs, background characters smoking cigarettes.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a rough movie. No wonder it only scored a 44 on Metacritic.
Oh snap! What was Turtles like a 46? So-
Yeah, something like that.
Funny. So I can go laugh at my wife that this is worse than the Ninja Turtles movie.
I mean, it got a 6.9 out of 10 in user rating.
Oh, that's better than the Turtles.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
well, that's Stomp the Yard retro movie review.
yeah.
It's not bad. Like I said, I've seen it a few times. I like it. It makes me want to dance. I get out and start clapping my head, clapping my head, clapping my hands, bobbing my head. Have you ever seen like stomping or stepping? Like, do you have any idea what that is?
Yes, because we back in my day, when I was younger, I went and saw a concert in Tulsa called Stomp.
Okay, I remember stomp.
The group Stomp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched them live. I watched them live twice back in high school.
So, yeah, that's kind of like stepping,
And,
but with real stepping, they don't get to use stuff. Like, you don't get sticks and trash cans.
I even watched a group at the same theater called Blast, which was Stomp, but with musical instruments. They were like a marching band that played and did Stomp, but with brass and woodwinds.
Interesting.
It was a very interesting concert. You know what we forgot to do?
What did we forget to do?
Tell you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And you forgot to tell them where we can be
Oh,
found.
Crap, you're right. Yes.
We got to pause for station identification.
Right. We are the Pantless Podcast. You can find us on YouTube.
Well, I already.
You what? What'd you do?
I already told them who we were. You just gotta
Oh.
tell them where we're found.
Okay, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Spotify, on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast. There's some other, I think Breaker. There's some other, I don't even know all of them anymore. We're on pretty much anything that catches podcasts. You can find
This
us.
sounds dirty.
Yeah. Any podcatcher, you can find us.
Oh,
I'm
just-
sure. You can find us on Twitter at the Pantless Pod 1. You can tweet us, follow us, do all that jazz. But subscribe
I'd like
to
to
us,
see
like
some
us on
comments.
YouTube. Yes, we need some
I'd like to
comments.
see more comments on these videos. Give us some ideas. Tell us we're stupid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you think we're doing something wrong, roast us in the comments below.
Yeah.
They're right about there.
Is that where they are? Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, they're right about in there. The like button's right over here.
Okay.
Subscribe button's going to be further down in this location.
Oh my. That was risque, sir.
Oh no, that'd be way down in this direction.
But if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, leave us a rating. I don't care what it is. It would be nice if it was 5-star, but
Take a 1-star at this
yeah,
point.
yeah. Any
As
stars
long as
is
you put a star.
yeah. Leave a review. Let us know how we're doing. And if you're friends of us but hate our show, just like when you're taking a shower or whatever, put us on 2 times play, and then just set your phone off on your bed. And then by the time you're done with the shower, we would have a play, and you wouldn't even have to deal with listening to us. So it's kind of a hack. So it helps
There you
us.
go.
It helps our metrics, and you don't have to deal with listening to us. So it's a win-win for everybody.
And we'll get editor man to throw the Discord server link in the description of this video
Yes.
so that you can join the Discord and we can ignore you there.
The Discord link
talk
is
to you
only good for 24 hours. So if the link is dead,
Oh yeah,
leave a comment or send us an email, and then
I forget that it does
we can
that.
update the link, or we can, if you just send us an email at thepantlesspodcast@gmail.com. Oh, and that reminds me, some people think we're the Pantsless podcast. We are the Pantless podcast. Pantles, not Pants. There's no S in the middle. Right before the L, there's no S. So email us at
Oh, is that where people?
that's probably why we're not getting so many subscribers, because they're looking for the Pantsless podcast and they're not finding us. So
That makes sense.
yeah. So if somehow you stumble across this, tell all your friends we're the Pantless podcast, and that'll help us out. Send us an email. We'll shoot you that Discord link. You can jump in there and have fun with everybody that's in there, not talking.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I think
you know,
as more people start getting in there, we'll start. We'll get more
yeah,
interaction.
yeah. And I need to jump in there, and I need to liven it up a little bit myself. I've been neglecting the group, and I apologize to everybody that's in there.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
Yeah, I can harass you. Like when Stanford blocked that extra point, I could have like jumped in the Discord and then made fun of you publicly. That would have been great.
Yeah.
So
That would have that really would have hurt me there.
yeah, I know. You're pretty sensitive, so
Yeah. Yeah. Follow us on Twitter, where I post out of focus screenshots.
I don't even know how that's possible.
That's
How does that even?
I don't even know how that happened. I should just be canceled for that one.
You're not taking a
My
picture
first-
like from your phone, right? It's a legit
No,
screenshot.
that was a clip. I clipped that from my computer, and somehow last week I got one perfect, and this one just a failure. Because it looked in the preview, it looked good, and when it posted, it went garbage.
Yeah. And so if you love us, follow us on Twitter and just retweet everything we say. and that'll help us out too.
I'm gonna start tweeting more stuff on there. That sounds weird to say. I'm an old person. Twitter's new to me.
As long as you're not calling it twittering, I'm gonna go Twitter some stuff. You said it right, so that's good.
I like to tweeter.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever watched like the Real Housewives, but some of them, like we were watching the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, or maybe it was New Jersey. I don't know, but they call it twittering.
Oh yeah.
Like, were you on there twittering about my sister? How dare you? I was like, oh my gosh. To my wife, I would never Twitter about your sister, ever.
No, yeah, good thing because I don't have one. So
you don't have a sister or a Twitter?
No. Sister.
Okay, I was talking to my wife, not you, sir.
Oh, if I say,
yeah,
you better not do that to my non-existent sister.
Now I'm going to.
Go for it.
If I knew Photoshop, I would totally Photoshop like pigtails on your face and make you a sister.
Oh, on my face. That's interesting.
I meant use your face, not use your beard as pigtails, but like you have your face and then have pigtails.
With the beard?
With the beard, of course. I don't know what you look like without it. That's weird. I don't want to know. Are you ever going to shave that thing?
Probably not.
Why do you have a bottle of hot sauce right there? Just so I would ask why you have a bottle of hot sauce?
No, I always have a bottle of Louisiana hot sauce on my desk.
The finest hot sauce in America.
Heck yeah. I put that stuff on everything.
That's actually what's in your Sonic shaker right now. Some people might think that's like Peach Rings energy drink. That's just Louisiana hot sauce. He's just drinking straight.
I actually haven't been using that as much because I bought a new thing that's hot honey. It's honey mixed. It's honey with chili peppers mixed in.
Ooh.
It's called Mike's Hot Honey.
Interesting.
It is delicious.
Love it.
Do what?
I love it. I love honey and I love hot stuff, and so I think I would love some hot honey.
Yeah, it's just expensive. I bought like a little bitty jar, and it was like almost $3.
No, thank you. I changed my mind.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's good. I went ahead and bought it because I wanted it.
Right.
Worth it, but it is a bit expensive.
Yeah. I'll probably pass. I could spend that $3 on something awesome.
Hey, I was on my computer buying cheap games on the Black Friday sale on Steam earlier.
Oh yeah, what'd you get? Anything good?
I did get what did I pick up? Just drew a blank. Oh, I got You Don't Know Jack movies. You ever played any of the You Don't Know Jack games?
A long time ago, I played
game.
it. I played it on the original Xbox way back in the day.
Well, I had them on PC back in like Windows 95 or 98.
Ooh, I do remember that too. Yeah.
And the announcer makes fun of you. Like if you get a question wrong, he makes fun of you.
How funny.
And I always remember when it's your turn to put it like at the beginning of the game when you go to put your name in. If you delay and you don't put your name in fast enough, he gives you a name he wants to give you. And it's always something stupid.
How funny.
And insulting. And if you do that, the rest of the game, he will call you by that name out loud every time you get like a wrong question. But if you put your own name in, you don't get that interaction. So me and my brother used to not put our names in so that he could insult us the whole game.
That's funny.
But we used to play we used to play the sports, and I picked up the movies it's $1.50 on Steam until I don't remember how long that sale's going on.
Man, I wish Nintendo would do something with Steam so we could get those games on the Switch. Because we love like the Jackbox games, but those are kind of pricey.
Can you not get the Jackbox on?
You can get those on the Switch, but you don't know Jack or like there's a game on Steam that I really want to play called Don't Starve. Never played it, but it's on my wish list. But it would be super easy to port over, I would think.
Yeah.
And so if they would just run some kind of, Steam engine on the Switch, that'd be awesome. That would be a great little partnership.
All the You Don't Know Jack games are on sale right now. Because You Don't Know Jack Sports is selling for $1.50. Like the whole collection, the classic pack that has all of it in there, is only $10 right now. I should have bought that one instead. Mistakes were made.
That's something we could do whenever we have one of our together, whatever. We could have a challenge with a punishment, do a trivia, have something.
Yeah. It'd be nice if you could. I wonder if.
Start doing things.
I do wonder if you could play. Do what?
So start doing some things to spice this show up. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
We're getting the loser gets his nose pierced.
I know you can play the Jackbox games. You can play those online because a lot of them require you use the app.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we can play those online. So we could do an episode, like, if you guys want to see it, let us know. We could do a Jackbox episode of us playing. Maybe we get some other people involved.
But we'd have to have a camera set up over whatever we're using, unless somebody has it on the computer. Like all mine are on the Switch, so I can lay my Switch down and then flip the webcam and hover it over. That is
if we get enough interest in it, we'll look into it. See, there's the Jackbox Party Pack. Which one? Do you have one of the Jackbox?
Yeah, I think I have 3, 4, and 5.
Here's 3.
And I saw that they just came out with 7.
Yeah. So this is. They have it on Steam, so I could almost get this on Steam. Get one of them. I just don't know how. I feel like we just need more people.
Yeah. Most of those games are a minimum of 3 players anyway. They're typically 3 to. Some games have a maximum of 6. Some games have a maximum of 8. But I've never seen one that has a minimum of 2. They're always 3 or more. Yeah. So if you want to join us in our Jackbox challenge,
just let us know if you're interested in.
Leave a comment.
So
send us an email at thepantlisspodcast@gmail.com. Something.
Or find me in person. I mean,
or yeah. If you know where we live, you stalk us. Usually, I'm at home, and then you can find Travis outside of my window. So he's.
I'm generally stalking him.
Yeah,
so
if you know where I live, you'll find both of us pretty easily.
That's true. What? That's all I've got for tonight. You got anything else?
I don't, man. I think we did. I think we've wrapped this up. Episode 3 is in the books.
So, like we said, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think. Give us some ideas. And until next week. See you later.
Guys, yeah.